Hey everybody, welcome to ProducerHax, Gamedev podcast where we talk about games and the video games industry. My name's Blair, aka TheFiddzz, producer at BioWare with me.
Billy,
Yay!
producer at probably still BioWare.
Yeah, you're still
See.
getting paid. That's when you're back? Sweet.
Next week, next Tuesday. Let's see how it goes.
So today, last week we talked about No Man's Sky. Today, Monday, August 22nd at 9:30 p.m. on our new Monday night time slot. Thanks to the execs at the studio, at the NBC or whatever, they said you guys are good.
Going straight to the top.
You're going Monday night.
You're going straight to the top. We're gonna fight Monday Night Raw.
When you get to TGIF, then you're like, oh wait, I think I'm on my way out. You're going the complete other way around.
You're battling everybody. Like fuck it, we're going out for a movie.
Like Thursday night, you're doomed because what are you against? Survivor? No, you're done.
Well, back in the days, Thursday was always the big night, right? Because you're going toe to toe with Seinfeld. You're going toe to toe with
Friends.
Friends was a big one at the time.
Monday night, so we're against Raw.
30 Rock, yeah.
It's not like they're a target audience or anything.
Jeez.
It's
not even real.
I miss wrestling a lot.
I'm totally going to watch it at the airport. So
good. So good. I should get back into it.
Yeah. I guess it's SummerSlam yesterday or something. So
yeah, stuff happens with things.
Yeah.
But to kick it off, as usual, you know what? I'm going to go first. What was I playing?
Yeah, what were you playing?
What was I playing? I played more Dragon Age Origins.
Heard about that one.
Got more into that. That's a little indie game that nobody's ever heard about. We accidentally, because it's the Ultimate Edition. Oh God, Billy, is it laggy?
Is it laggy? Oh shit, I hope not. I hope it's not laggy. It doesn't look like it's laggy.
Maybe it's just for Megan.
Okay, hopefully it's just laggy.
But what's going on the thing?
I don't know.
Come on, buddy.
Is it streaming and stuff? It looks like it's okay.
The wave, it looks fine. Okay.
Well, yeah, because you're looking at OBS.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Down there is like a 15 second
It was for
delay.
a bit, but it's back now. It's good. It's good.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, cool. So, I was playing Dragon Age Origins. Trying to get through that. That's going to be a long haul on the stream, I think. We accidentally did the DLC first because it's the Ultimate Edition. So I was like, where do I want to go next? And some dude popped up in my camp. He's like, hey, you should come hang out over here. And I was like, let's go with that guy. And then it was like this big emotional moment of, spoiler alert, when you go back to Ostagar. It's called Return to Ostagar, obviously. But that's where the big beat happens at the beginning of the game. So I guess when the DLC came out, it would have been like, 6 months, a year since the game released. Yeah. So it was this big moment where you ran into some people that died and all this kind of stuff. And it was like this big emotional epic thing. And I was just like, it didn't bother me. It happened a week ago. Like, not even, right? Like my character, like an hour ago, they were just like,
built up yet.
How did the snow happen so fast? And now the people, nobody's really decayed, but it's supposed to have been a long time. So we're getting through that. What else are we doing? Friday, Saturday, just Tragically Hip. Yeah, that was the big thing in Canada.
Yeah.
So that was super emotional and amazing. Tragically Hip is just the biggest band I think we probably ever had.
Yep. I don't think anyone even comes close. Honestly.
Rush. But not on the same level. Rush is like our biggest rock band.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people now that would say they love Rush.
I think what Rush is a bigger band to people outside of Canada than Canada. Yes. Whereas the Hip never really
exactly.
Big
like
Canada.
Some people outside of Canada know about them, but Rush I think actually probably has a bigger following outside of Canada in Canada.
Absolutely.
Honestly,
so anyway, that was what's going on this weekend. So that was a lot of intense emotions and sad but fun times. Other than that, just watching the Olympics. Go Canada, the ladies just rocked it.
They killed it, man.
Oh, you got a Canadian hat? I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah. Not a mistake, yo.
So that's it from me. Coming up this week, though, I'll be joining you for a thing that you can talk about in a minute. And then, so we won't be doing Origins tomorrow. We'll be doing Destiny because it's going to be awesome. And then, I'll have music on Thursday, and then I'll probably have video games, back to Dragon Age on Friday. And trying to convince Billy to stream, or at least join our D&D group.
Yep.
That we're making.
I did respond.
We could stream it. I didn't even think of streaming.
I was thinking like if nothing else, I'll bring like a GoPro and we'll just like time lapse the shit out of it and make a YouTube video.
Awful.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
None of us have ever played.
I've played one 1 hour session where one of our designers, Bastion, actually was joining me a couple times for video games for Destiny. He was like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "I've always wanted to learn, especially in the last couple of years." And so he organized a session for a few of us on the team. And it was like, well, we have 1 hour. Like, we literally have 1 hour. You got to show us the basics and get us in there. And we did, like, a very controlled mini dungeon. It was pretty neat. It was interesting. So,
what was your
my toes into it.
Did you create a character, or did you get a pre-made character?
We were pre-made characters just because we didn't have a lot of time. So, we're like, okay, I was a big, hulking Titan type character.
Cool.
So I was like, fuck yeah, we're
Well,
gonna
here's
do
a
this
question. Maybe throw it out to the people. Probably throw it out to them on the Dragon Age stream. Would anybody anybody be interested in watching a bunch of RPG developers
figure out how to RPG.
played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time ever and go through like a horrible campaign?
Yeah.
I'm going to be DMing, I think. We'll see how it goes. We're going to start with like a mini dungeon, but we're going to make our characters.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a 3-hour the first night, but then we'll see.
So one of the things I used to
always
say,
wanted to do it.
Yeah, one of the things I was saying to the designer is I'm a physical player. Like I want either something I can like that makes it tangible. So I want it, like a map drawn out. I want it to become almost like a board game, and that's why I think I started leaning more towards something like 40K. When I was like, hey, I should either learn D&D or 40K. I want the miniatures. They're
you
super
can still
cool.
have miniatures with D&D.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people doing that, and I said, you know what would be even more fun is if you said, okay, like we're gonna build our character spec sheets, and then you all like walk across down to like Southgate there and buy some Lego shit and make your figs.
You gotta get real miniatures.
Well, I was gonna fucking use Spider-Man. He's down here somewhere.
You mean like Lego figs?
Like Lego figs, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Like I got a whole bunch. Like I'll just be Boba Fett because
you can't be Boba Fett.
Boba Fett's totally in this fantasy.
Anyways, I spent $120 on these goddamn books.
Oh yeah,
they're on the way to the house.
Nuts, yeah, so
and I'm so excited.
Great.
Scary Dave got nothing better to do, so might as well watch you talk
these dumbasses
and try to figure out how to do a combat roll.
Yeah.
So yeah. Tuna, our other buddy, he's like, I bought 120 dice. I'm like, what do you need that for?
You need like 4.
You need 4?
Yeah.
Just,
like you need like a 20-sided, 6-sided,
we're more interested
4-sided
in like the loot
yeah.
of the actual game.
Yes.
Than the game.
That's me. Underneath one of these bins here, you can't see them in the camera, but you can kind of see one. But underneath all these bins here, there's like all my video games, all the stuff that moved down from upstairs to come down here. And one of them is this giant box of all the shit I bought at the very end of ME3 into the DLC time frame of all the 40K army stuff.
Oh, 40K is such a cool idea.
It's such a cool premise, such a cool thing. The game rules are super neat. But I was like, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to like buy all these figurines, paint them, think they look super fucking badass, and just like never touch them again.
Yeah.
Because I'll put them in a trophy case or something. So
the 40K lore is so interesting to me because it's Space Marines versus like it's like Terran versus Zerg versus Protoss, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but
that's the basis for that, right?
They turned it on its head where the Marines they have like 4 hearts and they transfer a heart to somebody else.
Yeah, some humans are raised just to be organ donors to the Space Marines. I was like, holy fuck, man.
It's so fucked up. And then the Orc race, they made technology, but something happened along the way. They forgot how to manage all of it, so they used their collective like willpower to like will something to move with their brains and shit. I'm just like, this is
nuts.
Exactly the cool kind of shit I like. If you have ever been interested in what a D&D game is like, you should watch something called Acquisitions Incorporated. It's a penny arcade from PAX. They do it every year. I think they do it at every PAX now. But it's Tycho and the other one. That guy.
I don't know.
The other PAX guy.
Yeah.
The 2 top guys, and then the head D&D guy at Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, so at Wizards of the Coast River, right? Yeah.
And then their buddy. And so the D&D guy's obviously the Dungeon Master.
I remember seeing that on the panel list last year.
That's what it is. Acquisitions Incorporated. That's their D&D game that they want to play.
Yeah.
It's so well done. But that's where we started watching that. We're just like, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Right? It's like,
it becomes aspirational.
You do want to play Dungeons and Dragons, but you want to play it with the best DM in the world. It's like, yes, I do. It's like, that's not how it starts.
Yeah.
But
you want Steven Spielberg as your
Exactly.
DM.
I was watching some other stuff, though, and while you play with a bunch of people who never played before, or maybe one person that kind of knows what's going on, is that to you, on your first playthrough, you're all probably just like, this is awesome. And then you slowly get better, because you don't know what's good or bad, right? You have no idea. So, I don't know, that's the... what I'm getting into anyway, game wise. Tabletop. Oh God, what is happening?
I know.
I'm getting old.
Well,
I want to sit in a chair.
I know.
And roll dice
and play and grab a beer, right?
Exactly.
I think that's the thing is like you can.
You order pizza.
You spend a whole day or evening. Sorry, my basement.
No,
is a mess,
my legs
like,
are messed up from working out today. It's been nothing but a.
Yeah, I've been watching my figure
day,
here lately. Got a good old 1-pack.
I'm on vacation from ever.
I got a space keg here. It's gonna be great for Tampa beaches.
Then I tried shaving today.
Ooh. I say you are not rocking a beard anymore.
No, I'm rocking like
a multi-piece here.
It's awful.
Yeah, something's going on
I
there.
don't feel good. I don't look good. It's
a lot of things going on there. So
I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but I need. So, anyways, I got a couple extra bucks. So I'm gonna buy like a nice razor kit, not like razor, but like the clip ones with like the numbered blades, and I can get a nice shave every time.
I got one I bought for like $60 a while ago.
I had one for
sale.
like 15, 10 years. Yeah. Like just it's done. It's had its time. Moving on.
Yeah. So
game related talk is what we're doing here, guys.
There you go. Yeah, for me, from the past week, it's mostly been Destiny. Played a lot with, I shouldn't say a lot, but the past 2 Fridays I've played with Bastion, who's one of the designers at our studio. He's also the designer I was mentioning that kind of briefly introduced me to D&D in a very paint by numbers kind of way almost. It was really interesting though, and it did kind of further my curiosity a bit, which is exactly what I hoped it would do. But we were playing Destiny with him, very similar to what we did with you, where he's so new to it. He hears me talk so positively about the game and the experience that he's like, okay, well, like I need to know more. But he had the same thing where he tried it at one point. He basically tried it solo. It wasn't really his thing. I said, no, like this game is great for a lot of reasons, but playing it solo isn't great.
No, it's not.
Playing it solo is good. If you love Bungie games, then you may find it reaches into great territory, but where it really shines is when you play with your friends and not even matchmaking. Like matchmaking is okay, but when you play with friends or family or someone you know that you enjoy playing games with, that it just leverages it to a whole new level. So we did that. He had a lot of fun. Other than that, it's mostly been grinding on Destiny in preparation for what's happening tomorrow. Tonight's the final night of Iron Banner, so I've also been doing a fair bit of that.
What's going on tomorrow, though?
Tomorrow, I think I've mentioned on Twitter. I've probably seen a lot of my tweets if you follow me on Twitter. But there's a charity.
Something crazy is going on.
There's an amazing charity stream. It's a marathon stream, so it's 24 hours a day for 7 days. It started this past Thursday, at noon Eastern time, so about 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And it kicked off King Gathalion, who's the biggest member of, and a lot of folks I think would even say the leader of, or one of the co-leaders of the Destiny directory on Twitch.
Yeah.
Alongside Professor Broman. Professor Broman's the one who organized the stream component. King Gathalion, K-Magic 101, and Professor Broman are kind of like the helm or the heads that are organizing Destiny Community Con. And so that's what I'm traveling to on Thursday night. But in the lead up to that, for the 7 days leading up to that, they wanted to do a charity stream, a marathon, 24 hours a day, 42 streamers across the whole week, each in 4-hour chunks.
And who got picked to be one of those streamers?
Well, not picked. I volunteered, thankfully. I guess you'd say picked in that I volunteered.
Oh, yeah. And then
there was a slot that made
hat.
Good sense, and they said, like, hey, yes, you can have that slot. So I was like, thank you. It's an amazing amazing opportunity. Yeah, but it's great because it's not just the biggest streamers in the directory. There's folks like myself. There's a few other smaller streamers. There's partnered streamers, non-partnered streamers.
Yep.
It's a good mix, but really what it all comes down to is this is all for charity. It's all for the kids, and you'll see this hashtagged all over the place when you go into the chat in the stream. It's for the kids. It's for St. Jude's. If you're not familiar with St. Jude's, they're a children's hospital that looks after kids with cancer. They cover the costs of the treatment. So if you're a child or a family that has a child that is suffering with cancer, dealing with cancer, they cover the treatment.
Do they do a thing like the Stollery where the family comes in and stays?
Yeah, and they cover it. It's, I think there's one of the things you can go into the chat there on the channel and you put exclamation point 31. It's because $31 is what it costs St. Jude's. To cover the cost of meals for the family during treatment every single day. So the money's going to go to an amazingly important and great cause.
Yep.
The last I checked, let me double check here, but it is, it should still be here.
So you're on Tuesday night, tomorrow night.
Yes, yeah.
10 p.m. our time.
Yeah,
which is 12 Eastern.
It's midnight Eastern time, Eastern Daylight Time. I have the midnight to 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which works out to 10 p.m. Tuesday night to 2 a.m. Wednesday morning for us here in Edmonton.
So tomorrow night, everybody.
Let me just
go support Billy in the channel.
Yes, I'd greatly appreciate it. There's about 1,800 people in the chat right now. It fluctuates between about 1,800 up to 5,500 or more at a given time. Right now, they are at $228,000 earned for charity.
It's bananas.
That's insane.
It's bananas. Their goal was only 200.
Only 200,000.
Only 200,
right?
And they crushed it. And they're like, "Well, we need to up
at
this."
The midpoint on on Saturday night, Sunday night. They'd hit it, and I've been watching almost every single streamer. It's Jukebox 360 right now. Earlier, a good someone I like to call a friend now from just meeting him a few times, but T-Rex has been doing a great job. He raised like 20,000 in his 4-hour slot alone.
Triple Rec raised a ton.
Almost 40K for Triple Rec. 37,000 and change. Gothalion did 35 and change. Like it's insane.
So you're gonna have a bunch of crazy stuff going on where it's like different levels of money getting donated means Billy does weirder and weirder
things,
shit.
Yeah, and I won't lie, there was a bunch of things I had lined up. I was so prepared for it.
I didn't read the rules.
No, they updated the rules, unfortunately, and we learned this the hard way. So
because somebody did something and they're like, you can't do that. Gotcha.
One of the team members went to do hot peppers a few nights ago.
Oh yeah,
didn't have any problems. But the second night, or I guess the third night, another team member who was just absolutely killing it. He followed up right after Triple Rec. It's probably over 9,000. Dude's awesome. He's like just such a huge hype train. And he's like, hey, I'm going to do, what were they called? Nuclear wings. And, what was the name? There's some...
Do not want.
Some insane pepper. Scorpion peppers. And he's chewing this thing. His face looks like it's about to explode.
I watched.
And I was like, "Oh my god, this is like hot pepper gaming done wrong." Like,
I watched
painful for him.
Hot Ones, the interview show with Sean Evans.
Yep.
One of the best interview shows I've ever seen. And they had a guy called Chili Klaus, and they were eating peppers together. Because he usually does hot sauce, and it was his off season, so he's like, "Oh, I'm getting Chili Klaus out. He's the pepper guy from Sweden or Finland or something. Let's eat these peppers." And they had 3 different peppers. There was something. The scorpion pepper, which is the second hottest pepper on the planet.
Ghost or whatever,
and then there was something, this crazy concoction one. They did the crazy one on its TV, right?
Yeah.
But so if somebody was eating a scorpion pepper, because I watched 2 guys who eat these regularly, like, just die.
No, he luckily had a rough go, but all of it was Jeff's on the right page here. We'll get to that in a second. So anyway, I was going to.
He's from Denmark. Chili.
Oh, Denmark. Okay, cool. But anyway, so probably over 9,000. Does his peppers, and then immediately gets messaged by someone from the Twitch staff that I'm familiar with as well. Said like, "You can't do that. Sorry, that we've updated the rules because of all the different things that were going on." It is about protecting people. It's making sure that like you don't challenge yourself to like the cinnamon challenge or something like that.
Do 5,000, or like eat 1,000,000 donuts for $5,000. You do it, and you die,
even like
right?
chug
like,
12 liters of water and you give yourself like an aneurysm, right? So, it is for the right cause. But anyway, it meant that. A lot of us had to kind of change some of our goals. I was going to do, if you donated a certain amount on a single donation, I was going to take a shot of maple syrup, just because we joke about it so much. I thought it'd be hilarious. And then I was going to do something where I do prairie fires. Anyone who's from Manitoba or even the prairies in general,
Alberta,
Canada,
we were doing them on Tracks with Hip Night.
Nice.
We're like, give us the most Canadian shot, and they
prairie
gave us
fires.
like, no, like a little tiny thing of Clamato, and I'm like, well played,
well
played, bartender.
Nice. But yes, if you're not familiar with what a prairie fire is, it's a shot of tequila with a whack load of Tabasco right on top there, and it meant because it looks like a fire essentially once it starts to drip in because of the weight of the liquid. So you got to come up with some new stuff. Got to find some new stuff.
So maybe if people want to throw you some ideas, I don't know.
Feel free to tweet me ideas. But one of them is we're gonna do the beard.
Are you gonna do the beard live?
Yes, I would like to, I gotta get like a bucket down here. I gotta rearrange the room a little bit.
Because I don't want to come over on Monday next time and just this hair mess.
And I was even gonna see it's late at night. I would have loved to see the Prairie Fire for ME2 QA Classic. Yeah, that was awesome. That was the night at the end of ME2. I bought the entire QA team Prairie Fires.
Oh Jesus!
And we had to do them. But maybe do karaoke. Yeah, I've seen a few people like probably over 9,000 actually did Backstreet Boys.
I'd pay for you to do karaoke.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe do like
if like 1,000 is karaoke,
like Vanilla Ice or something.
Yes.
You know what I was gonna do? One of the ideas I was gonna say like, but then I was like, oh man, someone's gonna call me out and say like, why didn't you put that money towards the charity instead of that? I was gonna be like, if you donate X amount, I'll go buy a Nickelback album on iTunes and listen to it for the rest of the stream. And just like
Well, that's the thing. It's like
It's Nickelback, yeah.
no, yeah, no. You do that, but like that it's your $10 that you're paying, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
just,
but that's what I mean. Like, so you incentivize it. So like, I'll spend over the $10 to buy a Nickelback album. I hope it's not $10 for Nickelback. Seriously,
it's probably
it should be
$10.
Like, it should be like
$1 a song.
$6. Yeah, but
yeah, I like Nickelback. What's wrong with
yeah, but if it's Nickelback, let's say, so I spend $10 to buy the album, but it hopefully incentivizes someone to spend like $150.
you just need to go all in on being Canadian.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be stupid because I think I might be
this.
the only Canadian on the whole roster.
Yes.
So
you do the karaoke to Nickelback. That's
yes,
what you do.
exactly. Like we'll buy like that Photograph song or whatever. And
See, this
we'll
stream has already been
there
worth
you go.
it.
You guys,
We've had nothing to talk
This
about.
has been phenomenal, right? We haven't even
We're
talked about
setting
video
up
games,
your tomorrow night.
Yeah, but yeah. So tomorrow is gonna be a huge event. We're gonna have Blair on the roster. The idea, and this
I won't be streaming. I'll just be playing.
This is where the other thing got a little dicey is that we've had this idea for a little while now that we said, okay, well, we want to get Blair to play the raids, and level his characters up, or a character up. But the problem was, we didn't really have a time or schedule. This was a great way to unify all those things and say, like, this is the thing, this is the day we'll do it. And then I got a tweet earlier today from someone on the QA customer service team from Bungie who goes, "Reminder, Guardians, there's PSN outage tomorrow night, right in the middle of my time slot." And I was like, "But that's what Blair plays is PSN."
So it's not gonna affect the community channel because you'll jump to Xbox One.
Exactly.
But it'll just our part of it will just
our
be,
window will be a little more limited than we
which
thought.
is fine.
So
it's totally fine. I'll be streaming Destiny before you go live.
Yeah.
Leveling up a character. So come join me.
Yes.
And then we'll all roll over to Billy's.
Yeah. And tomorrow,
or not to yours. We'll roll over to the Destiny Community
I will be
channel.
on the Destiny Community Con channel. I will not be on my own channel. So
and then
that's
I'll just host it, and I'll be in the background on Discord or whatever it is. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Sounds
so it'll be Blair. There'll be a few other folks. I'll announce the full roster tomorrow because most people are locked in and good to go. I just got to double check on one last person, make sure they're ready.
It'll be fun.
But I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It'll push me over the edge to finally get a 40.
Nice. Yep. I
It's
think
just it's not the funnest game for me in the final.
Oh, really? I thought you were coming around, but
No,
maybe not. So. I'm getting triggered by my stupid Apple Watch 10 here. It's just driving me nuts. It's there.
Look, and I got the shirt. I don't feel. This is shaved.
Like,
I look terrible.
well, I'll just when I upload this to YouTube tonight, I'll just call it like the triggered episode. And
just ProducerHax triggered.
But
so that's your huge thing tomorrow. Hit Billy up if you got any ideas for goals and fun things like that. I want
to get into like I would love to set goals where it's like
if you get 10 grand,
I want to get up to 10. I would love to get up to 10K. It's gonna be tough because like some of the big ones, the big streamers are struggling to get to that 10K mark, and it's a lot of money, right? And for 4 hours, it's a lot. And I was like, I'll kick it off with like $100 for me, and then I ended up putting it into watching probably over 9K because I wanted to help. Cheriona had put in this great challenge saying like if everybody does a $2 donation train up to like for a whole hour or up to a certain amount, then Cheriona would drop $100 on top of it. I was like, I like that idea so much that I was like, I'll put $100 caboose on that shit. And so it happens. I'm like, cool, but I'm like, that was my budget for being able to donate because I've already donated like $175 to this thing. I'm like, I really don't have much more left in the account. So
yeah, no,
we'll
it's but no, now it's your turn not to
spend
money.
It's $175 US, so it's like $8 million Canadian I just spent. I literally think just bought a Hyundai or something.
Canada.
Why are you so cheap? It hurts so bad.
Why are you're so broken? So, so that's what's going on. That's all done. You go to Destiny Community Con on Thursday. So what are you doing? Are you streaming? How are you doing this? What are you going on? What's going on, Billy?
That's the thing. So part of the rewards for what I do tomorrow, I think, because we can't do it live,
this is me tap dancing.
Yeah, no,
through
tap dance.
45 minutes an hour of a show.
Clickety clack.
Hey, Billy, what you doing next?
Yeah.
What you doing over there?
Well, shimmy shammy. But so I've got my my Vine account going. I've got Periscope up and running.
You should get Snapchat, not Vine. Vine's out, Snapchat's in.
Vine sucks, honestly.
Well, it doesn't suck because I got like 50,000 loops.
Okay, well,
but I don't know what that means.
But I barely use Vine at all anymore. I think the only one that's ever really been there that got a lot of views was when I trolled you with the Billy Ocean when we had to go to the airport to Montreal.
You're the worst.
People love that one for some reason. So,
greetings from Switzerland.
Sweet.
Holy.
Well, welcome.
Welcome, Barbarian.
Then, so Thursday night, I get on. I'll do a very, very, very short stream, just to say like, hey, I'll be gone for a few nights. Check out this guy.
Tuesday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Oh yeah.
So, and I'll just say, go check out this guy in the meantime.
Yeah, we'll be on Thursday night. That's cool. I'm really on this. I am. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really on Thursday night. So there you go.
Well, yeah, on Thursday night I'll be on, but I'll be
out,
like, over the weekend, obviously check out what's going on with Destiny Community Con, because it's on Saturday.
I'm sure
Friday,
there'll be a lot of content coming from there. So
yeah, there's gonna be a whole day stream on Saturday, I believe, with all the panels and shit like that. I'm just going as a fan, like as a nerd.
Yeah,
I'm gonna love it. Friday, it sounds like there could be some really fun stuff happening, so I'll keep people posted on Twitter on that.
I say you get the Snurp Chirp going.
Oh man, I said there's a few things in life I would never do. Instagram was definitely one of them, and Snurp Chirp's
huge.
It was pretty close.
The
up
kids
there,
dig
so.
it.
I just don't want dick pics, man. I get enough of those.
You don't. You're a content generator. You just post. You don't look back at the dicks.
Well, then it feels like there's just no rewards at that point.
Well, the reward is for people who follow you on your channel. They keep up with you, what you're doing in their life.
Oh, so they send me their dick pics. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't. Like I said, you don't look at the dicks. You just post not dick pics.
Feels really complicated. Honestly.
Yeah, this is obviously I've confused you.
Yeah.
With the inner workings of Snurp Chirp.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but
how are you going to get through this stream tomorrow?
Also, I've been kind of like nerding out on this for a little bit. I was going to show this just to hype my own shit.
You should totally be doing goddamn.
We're going to do some creative streams. But one of the things we're going to do to kick it off is
crayons with Billy.
Crayons. I love this idea. This is like I was so excited when my daughter wanted to this is what I've been doing.
You're a good little artist.
I've been coloring a lot. It's all like chroma and shit. I just have a blast with this because it's like when you color.
Did you sign that one?
To my daughter, yeah.
Oh, you signed
to my
it
daughter.
Too. Oh,
it just says like to my daughter's name, Love
Billy.
Daddy. No, it just always says Love Daddy, right?
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I always take the picture and post it on Twitter before.
No, that's right. We've been seeing it a lot, and I think they look super hot, and we should.
I've
doing that.
I've been wanting to do a creative stream for a while, so I think that's going to start entering the rotation. But to kick it all off, I thought what would be fun is, for whether it's the top donator, if it hits a certain benchmark within the donations, I would say I would take a picture of their guardian in Destiny and do
it for anybody that does $100 donation.
That might be a lot, so I'm thinking it might be like.
But then
that's a lot of.
You got to get to fucking work there, Billy.
Yeah, there you go. You got to get shit done, right?
Yes. Well, then but not if. Oh yeah, maybe if somebody donates at 500. 500
doesn't mean like I think that's my idea is like I'll set like a benchmark. Like if it's $100 or more in a single donation, then you send me an image of your guardian, and I'll do a wax crayon drawing. So I'm set. Like I've got. Like this is the big set that I got. I got one for my daughter.
Oh, where'd the other ones go? Oh, they're there.
I had to do this because you guys know I'm a collector and shit. So I had to like go back to the store and get the Stormtrooper.
You're on vacation. You got tons of time to draw.
I got 1 week left, and then I go straight back.
Is this the last week?
This is the last week. Oh, so I basically like
your Monday's gonna be rough.
Monday is flying. Monday morning. I think Monday at noon I get back on the plane from Tampa to Toronto to Edmonton. I get back into town at 10:30 at night on Monday night. I'm back in the studio on Tuesday morning. So 5 weeks off. There's gonna be a bajillion emails.
I'll come by on Tuesday morning with the biggest coffee you've ever seen.
Nice. I appreciate it.
Maybe a sack of donuts. No donuts.
No donuts.
Because he'll put you back to sleep. You'll be like, I'm back on vacation.
Donut coma. So
cool.
Yes, but anyway, that's kind of what's happening for the next little bit, and then I'm sure there'll be a lot of news. But yeah, follow me on Twitter if you're not already, and then you'll see all kinds of updates that happen from there. So.
Fucking sweet.
Yeah.
That was it.
And if you are in tomorrow, by all means,
stop by.
Any donation is appreciated.
Come hang with me, and then we'll roll over to Billy. I'll make sure you get over there. Yeah, I'll give you. I'm going to donate $2 to your cause. That's it.
Any donation is huge, right? So
that's how they got so high. It's not from the people dropping $10,000.
No,
it's from people dropping $1, $2, $5.
There have been some big ones for sure. There's been some really cool incentives that a lot of the big streamers have done, like getting into like OG clans that like it's like there's like 7 people in them. You can get your way in, and some really cool stuff like that. But honestly, T-Rex is giving a functional replica of like a weapon from Destiny.
People are deleting their weapons.
Yep, that's one of the things I'll be doing. I'll be deleting.
I don't get that.
I'm going to delete accounts or characters.
So
I'm going to go big. Like I'm going to be like, no, like we're going to do weapons because I got a couple decent weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But so we'll say like if you want to delete a weapon, sure. $100 or whatever.
We'll
delete that weapon. Yeah, you choose.
Not you choose. They choose.
They choose whichever one they want in my arsenal, and it's gone. But if you hit certain milestones, like if like $1,000 donation comes through, a set $1,000 donation, or one person who donates 1,000 over the course of my block, then I'll delete a character.
You should delete that character right then, even if we were in the middle
Even
of
in
the
the middle
raid.
of the raid, like, sorry guys,
Sorry, guys, gotta go.
then I'll just
You
restart.
just drop out of the raid,
I'll
yeah.
restart the game, and yeah,
That'd actually be
witness.
pretty funny.
So yes, there's gonna be a lot of cool little incentives like that, but some of them will be stuff like that where it's like it's gonna force me to really work from getting back from the trip to September 20th, which is the launch of Rise of Iron, and some of it's just gonna be like stupid shit that embarrasses me, and other things are gonna be like I don't think it's sitting there right now. There's the loot shirt right now, but if anyone remembers, you see me wearing a lot. There's the Destiny community shirt, and it's like the Destiny logo, the tricorn as they call it, and it's got all the different streamers' names built into it.
You're so boring.
I know, man. It's that voice, yeah. But if you have seen that shirt, they are incredibly rare. You can't find them anymore. They were printed last Christmas, and you cannot find them anymore. And they're still one of the most desirable shirts in all of the Destiny community. Because it does have the names, right? Yeah.
The Raptor.
And so I've got a couple left. They're the purple, they're Twitch purple. They've got my name and a lot of other awesome people on it. So those are gonna be rewards for high donations tomorrow as well. So
sweet.
I think we've said that's all I have like 4 times. So I think we should probably move on to the real topics, which are we didn't plan.
We didn't plan one this time.
So,
yeah, you can throw us any kind of questions, anything you want right now. But
there is some
couple big games are coming out.
Yeah,
couple big games are coming out. Deus Ex, although I feel gross saying it that way because it's Deus Ex.
No, it's not.
In my head, it's always been Deus Ex.
I know.
Like since the first one. Anyways, the new Deus Ex Mankind
Latin,
United is coming out, and yeah, it looks pretty good. It's sitting at an 85 on Metacritic right now.
Yeah.
I tried playing the one that came out before this, Human Revolution.
Yes.
I bought it. I got maybe like an hour in, and I'm like,
yeah, no, I did the same.
It's more simulation-y than it is RPG, if you know what I mean.
And I never got a chance to really enjoy the original, which is what I think a lot of people still hold in their mind of like being the be-all, end-all of games. I got to try. It
was good, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't get to play it much. I thought it looked like almost like a Matrix knockoff when I first saw it, because like the classic like.
I am not a fan of that.
Glasses.
So I look at the main character and I'm just like, you do not instill in me like wanting to be that guy.
No, he
looks
was like,
kind of like a douche.
He looked generic. Like he's like the generic GoBot, like Neo.
He's Neo. He's got the like the crappy sunglasses, augmented eyes, or whatever you want to call it, but ugly sunglasses. For me, for robots, I always like them more meaty, and his arms look a little too skinny and stuff like it, right? Like there's a lot of things that are.
Are you talking about Revolution or the original on the PC right now?
I'm talking about Human Revolution.
Revolution, yeah, he's like a cheese ball.
Oh, the one on the one on PC.
PC from like 2000
was the Matrix ripoff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what I first saw.
But that's when I was like, I was 16. I'm like, look, I want to be that guy.
Fuck, you were young, man. I was already 19, 20.
So that one. So he doesn't look like somebody that I'd want.
No, Adam Jensen's not a character I find particularly.
Whereas I look at like
interesting,
and it's not a guy girl thing, because I look at what's her name in Mirror's Edge? Eve, not Eve.
Oh, Faith,
yeah. And I'm like, I want to be that bad. I want to be that badass chick.
Still sitting here right in the box.
Why aren't you?
I gotta send this to my buddy. I got my copy, and I gotta send a copy to my buddy.
Should get it on PC and play it on stream.
What's a PC? What's a PC?
What? I don't know. What are we running on right here?
Yeah, feelings about Recore.
What's Recore?
Recore is the one I think from.
Don't remember. Didn't play it.
It's not out yet. It's coming out I think this fall next year.
What?
It's the one I think it's from. Why can I not remember their name? The Metroid Prime guys, if I remember correctly.
Oh, this is a whole new game we're talking about? I thought it was like
it's coming on Xbox.
Deus Ex Recore.
No. It's Deus Ex. But I've seen so many people saying Deus Ex.
Because it just looks like it should be said Deuce.
Because, the Deuce is spelled D-E-U-D-E.
U-S.
Sorry, D-E-U-C-E is Deuce. Like, is the number 2. That's why I'm like, and the funny thing is most people would pronounce it like Deus Ex. Like,
it's
D-O-S-E-X. That's how people are pronouncing it.
Deus.
Well, it's because it's Latin, right? So it's
Jesus.
Deus. It's actually supposed to be like, I think there's supposed to be an accent. I'll take you there. French.
Yeah. They're too artsy.
Yeah, but I got it like an hour or two into it when it first came out. We were playing we were working on ME3 I think around the same time they came out, and it was interesting, but it wasn't holding my attention, and it felt a little too samey at the time because it was like a third person Had a lot of the same kinds of combat problems that we had. I fought a boss, and I think they released a demo right before launch, and it was just not.
Oh, the Record?
Not grabbing my attention. No.
We're talking Mankind? Deus, not X?
Human Revolution.
Not Human X?
Yeah, Recore is a totally different title. It's like...
okay.
Like I said, it's...
I'll check that out.
It's a Microsoft exclusive, if I remember correctly. And I think
okay.
it's...
Well, I guess I won't check that out.
Yeah. So.
I
think it's the team, but yeah.
If it's on PC, maybe I can.
Comes out in September, yeah. The trailer looks interesting because it's like... It's kind of got like elements of Mega Man and Metroid Prime is what it looks like. And I thought for some reason it was the team that did Metroid Prime, but I'm thinking that might be incorrect now. So,
well, I'm gonna go look at it.
Yeah,
right now.
Worth checking out. We're checking out the trailer at least. Yeah. Watch it on your phone at least.
Yeah, while you tap dance your way around something. What else is coming out tomorrow?
Madden's out tomorrow.
I thought it was NHL.
No, NHL's in
September.
3 weeks. 2 weeks, I guess.
2 weeks. So Madden's tomorrow. I'm not going to play that because
yeah, I don't really get into it a whole lot.
Guy.
They do have a lot of really cool features. If you're a Madden player, I think this is probably one of the strongest years they release.
NHL, you're going to rock it.
NHL's going to be bananas, like
I don't know if it's
stupid.
I don't know if it's going to be bananas, Billy.
It'll be bananas
for you.
Bananas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stupid bananas.
I don't even know what I'm excited for anymore.
Yeah.
In games coming out, I haven't even been keeping up.
I feel like I've learned more about gaming in the last month from you
because you haven't had
else.
From me because
I have not.
I've
just not been out in the world. Like I went out to the studio for 5 minutes today to pick up my shirts that I had to pick up for the trip.
I was supposed to pick those up for you.
Huh?
Wasn't I?
No, I don't think so.
I think there was something else I'm supposed to get for you.
Really?
Oh yeah, never mind.
Secrets apparently. Secrets.
Okay. What was the other thing? What other games are coming out that I'm excited for, Billy?
I don't know, but I forgot I was supposed to give you one of these.
What? Was it your business card? Because I need to know how to get a hold of you.
The off-center business card.
Why are they off-center? What happened?
They
Who printed them?
It's a company called Vistaprint. They've done really well. They've noticed the issue. Like look at, I see it right away. I was like, "Fuck, it's off-center. It's driving me crazy." It's just like vertically lower. It's not centered. And it's because I use the guide. Like, so if you go to their website, it's vistaprint.ca. I don't know why I'm hyping them, but they did a pretty good job. The printing actually looks pretty good.
Legit can't even tell.
Oh man, ask Jeff. He sees it now too.
I
saw it right away. It just.
But it's not mine, so I guess
murdered my face.
I feel differently, right?
And
why say that C there?
A C?
YouTube. What does that mean?
Yeah,
YouTube.com/C/ehlien.
The C is the new directory instead of channel. It used to be youtube.com/channel/
Oh, and you got ehlien? God damn it.
Yeah, so I got C.
Yours all look clean. If I had all mine on here,
it worked out pretty good. I've been very fortunate. I've gotten ehlien on virtually every service.
I guess it's raised.
Yeah, they did some really cool stuff. That's actually the one Miracle Worker sent an email. I looked at it earlier and I was like, oh, it's the same company. It's the one I thought it was. So,
okay.
My wife's done business cards to them for years, and they do a pretty good job. So again, like Vistaprint's done a really good job. They printed off center because when I went and used their the template, you go download their PSD. They have the guidelines, and I built it all to that. But the guidelines are technically like 3 pixels wide, and when I put it in, I guess mine lined up to the bottom of the top guide, so the bottom of the top 3, but then lined up to the bottom of the bottom guide as well, not the top of the bottom guide.
Oh, okay.
So it's technically 3 pixels off in. It's just
things
enough
that
triggers me. So just enough that triggered me. So
Billy, it's just you're having a rough go this week, eh?
It's been weird, man. It's been a weird week.
I come over, the kiddo was crying for like 2 seconds.
Babel was so having none of it.
So cute. She's
like,
why did you shave? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, baby. Yeah. Why are you so judgy?
Yeah, my older daughter is like probably the biggest Blair fan in the whole world, but she hasn't seen you in a couple of weeks. So we're not even allowed to like say mention your name because if I almost accidentally did it at supper. I almost accidentally said, "Oh, Blair will be over here in a little bit."
She wouldn't have slept,
and she would have not gone to bed. She'd be like, "No, I'm not going to bed till Blair.
My bad.
No sleep till Blair.
No sleep till Blair."
So,
this
thing is going bananas.
What are you
My
doing
phone is down to 1% because I'm getting so many
people blowing you up.
I know it's the charity stream group chat in Discord. It's just it's like a pocket massage. It's insane.
Don't say that.
No, I was at a family photo on Friday. And it was in my pocket, and the photographer is my wife's friend. She's like, "What is wrong? Are you okay?"
You know, you
I was
can
like,
turn the vibration off, right?
Yeah, I did afterwards. Yeah, I knew you could. I just didn't do it. So I didn't think that would be a problem.
So what are the games coming out?
I think those are the two big ones for this week.
That's it for this week, yeah.
And then like NHL's on the 13th, Rise of Iron's on the 20th.
Yep.
So next month's gonna be bananas for me.
Next month will be good. Jeez, I don't know. I'll play Mirror's Edge if I run. I won't run stuff. I got Dragon Age. I'm doomed.
No, I have no shortage of games.
Season 2 of Overwatch is kicking up soon. Hopefully some new
yeah.
characters in that. Must Eat Babies.
That's Sarah.
That's a great name.
That's Sarah from work.
Oh, cool.
Sarah B.
Nice.
Welcome, Sarah.
Welcome.
As you may notice, I'm now the FiddzZ.
Apparently.
So yeah.
I don't know
I'm
what
half
I don't know.
out.
I'm having an identity crisis.
Yeah.
Is what I'm having.
You're a raptor. You don't know what you're doing anymore.
Yeah, glow in the dark.
You just open kitchen doors and scare people.
Glow in the dark. Yeah. So I got nothing, man.
I know.
Shortest.
I texted Blair again.
We burnt each other. We burnt ourselves out last week, just delivering the goods on the No Man's Sky kerfuffle.
Yeah.
And telling people that
Go
chill out. So no, I retweeted. I didn't want to get into No Man's Sky again, just because it adds more negative. So we won't touch it. But I retweeted something that kind of said what we said pretty well last week. But I retweeted it last night. Blah. Trying to talk in circles here, but yeah, that was about it. Yeah, and then the young adults thing this morning on the books, and just getting so angry there, Billy. Just so angry.
Yeah, it's the rage triggers. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
so you're not back Monday next week.
No, that's we'll have to figure out.
Doing?
We'll have to figure out something. I was gonna say, like, we've been talking about, like, if we ever were away, maybe we'd like Skype call in and do a show. But the problem is, I'll be in airports the entire time, and then we'll have strong enough Wi-Fi for connecting. So we'll probably reschedule for next week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that time frame. See how things are going. Obviously, we have to manage each other's schedules as well. So.
And then we'll have lots to talk about on that one.
Yes, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see coming back from Tampa, seeing that. We've talked about at the studio for a long time if there's some way we'd do like a BioWare con or something like that, or a Mass Effect con. Like over the years, this has come up at the studio level.
It comes up every year.
Like every single year, there's like, well, where would we do it? Because a lot of people were like, well, do I want to go to Edmonton? And like, only certain months of the year Edmonton's a viable option. Really.
Yeah.
The locations, everything else to go with it. So technically, right attached to the studio, there's a hotel with a bunch of ballrooms and stuff like that. You could probably do something interesting there, but who knows?
Who knows? I don't want to be in that basement.
No, it's not a lot of fun.
No, we should do for the Edmonton con. We should just set up a little table outside. I mean, you do like a live podcast from it and just watch people walk in and be like, "Hey, there's somebody in cosplay."
Shut up!
There's somebody else too. All right, they don't want to talk to us.
Yeah, they just flipped us the bird.
We could totally do that. Actually, pretty funny.
Yeah. So
we should think of more like on the road podcasts with Blair and Billy.
Yeah, I'll probably just cosplay as Blair.
Cool.
Already got it down.
I dig.
Down pat.
I dig it.
Nailed it.
Except you have a beard. Now Blair doesn't have a beard.
Nope.
God, I look terrible.
I'll be fat Blair. That's what
I'll do.
This is what happens when Blair becomes legend. So
I'm gonna go home and shave the rest. But like, the skin just hurts so much. It was an awful shave.
Yeah. My whole gimmick is bearded man. So if you guys want to ruin everything,
yes. Let's get back to the fun stuff. So tomorrow night you're gonna rock it. Okay, so podcast over. We're gonna hype up Billy's thing tomorrow, and then we're gonna say bye because we're out of shit to talk about.
Yeah,
it's late and I'm tired.
I feel like my brain is not working today at all. So
no, you gotta hold it all together.
Podcast on a train. We were talking about maybe whatever. We got to figure out our Twitch con situation. Soon.
Oh shit!
I booked a room for me through Expedia the night because I'm like, I don't know.
No,
what I do.
Just do it.
I just had to book. Just had to put something on hold just in case
just
nothing
so you got
else.
Something.
And I think it's got the option of either a king or 2 doubles. So we'll figure something out. But
king it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's going on. So tomorrow, 7:00, stop by my channel.
Yep.
10:00 we'll roll over to Billy's. For the not to Billy's channel, but to the Destiny community channel for the charity. We'll watch Billy raise $100,000.
Hopefully $100,000.
And then
the new goal is 350.
That's crazy.
It went from 200 being the main goal. We were told by Broman and a few others, like, I think we can crush this. I was like, man, that's a lot of money. Like,
that's a lot.
If anyone thinks back,
like
we took part in the N7 day event last year.
Yep.
We streamed for 6 hours or so?
I can't remember, but it was like
about that
day. Yeah.
And we raised I think 12 and then Bioware matched another 10 on top of it, so $22,000 went
Yep.
to the Stollery. It was a great cause. I was really happy with that. I was like, man, we did a great job. We raised $22,000. Gathalion, the lead kickoff for this event hit 35 and change in 4 hours.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Like, there's a different reach, a different community there, but like that, this is, if nothing else, made me think like,
think big.
there's got to be something that can be done
Ramp it up
for other things, but yeah, my focus right now is purely on getting everything ready for tomorrow night. I've already cautioned, if you ever notice, like when we stream here, we're looking at OBS and there's like no letterboxing. It looks fine. But when you watch it on Blair's channel right now, there's letterboxing on the sides. And I think I know what's causing that problem. So I'm going to try something out and totally mess with the whole formula.
Oh, yeah.
Right before.
That's weird.
Yeah, it does this because of the MacBook. The MacBook is technically a 16:10 aspect ratio. And
weird. Just another reason that Mac is the worst.
It's the best. Just not this.
It's awful. Anyways, I think we'll call it there for the podcast tonight. Yeah. Sorry for this. No, it's actually, we're rolling up close to an hour, so 45 minutes.
It's shorter, yeah.
But you got double the podcast last week. So
yes,
I think that's fair.
Yeah, exactly. And folks, I think next week we'll have a lot more for you too, because there'll be a lot more going on, right?
There's gonna be a ton more going on next week.
We'll have games that have come out. We'll have gone to events, done different things. This week was just a little bit rough because, well, my attention's been exclusively on this Destiny CommunityCon thing, so I apologize. That was definitely a part of it. It's worth it though. Again, it's such a great cause. So if you don't,
I really enjoy talking about it.
So yeah, I'd love to see us.
TheFiddzz.
Oh,
sorry.
TheFiddzz, there you go.
You gotta come in
close,
earlier.
So,
we talked about DestinyCon, so
yeah, exactly.
Don't miss
It's
that.
been the focus. You've probably seen.
Jeff's throwing so much shade and salt.
You didn't. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Damn.
You didn't
Yeah,
miss
today was not a huge topic chat, but we will get back into that right away. I think with the amount of amazing titles that are coming out this fall, we will have no shortage of things to talk about from now until year's end.
I usually can find something over the weekend or at lunch at work. There'll be some kind of trending topic. I was in meetings from 9 till 4:30.
Yeah, and for me, it's just again, my attention's been focused on just rehyping this event that's going on. So
no, it's gonna be awesome.
If you don't mind, I'll type the things here if you guys are curious. But we're gonna probably head there in a second. But
Jeff throws shade because he cares. Well, maybe Jeff, you could give us a topic for next week.
That is the channel.
So go over there and throw that a follow. Billy will be on at 10 o'clock Edmonton time, midnight Eastern.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Drop a couple bucks if you got it. If you don't, then just being in chat support. Enough.
I think, and the reason my phone's going bananas is that like every time there's a host change, essentially, there's a small handoff that happens. So basically, one person has to shut off their stream. And then the next person waits like 15 seconds and then starts the stream with their
like,
key.
Go now,
And go. It's like, okay, they go into Discord and they go baton toss, right? Like baton handoff. So very Olympics related right now, but it's
Olympics are over. Nobody cares for another 4 years.
Done, right?
Do you see what Japan did?
Oh, the Mario thing, that was fucking cool, man. That was what a way to announce or remind people to tune back in 2020 or whatever, right?
So awesome.
That was so cool. I was like, what am I watching? Because I didn't have the live broadcast, but I saw the video where someone gifted it. I was like, what? And he shows up in Mario garb.
It's going to be...
That's crazy.
It'll be funny. The Japanese are always great for stuff like that. So.
I keep saying I want to go to Japan, and I'm like thinking like, that's gonna be the most expensive time ever. But what an amazing place to possibly go, right?
Japan's
Tokyo
amazing.
2020 hype just sounds like the most cool, futuristic thing in the world.
The personal trainer at my gym is in the running for going to Tokyo 2020.
Oh, wow.
Long jump.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Jesse Lipscomb.
Been showing you how to do them jumps, yeah.
No, he's been showing me how to I will never be the human specimen of physical prowess that he is.
Yeah,
it's awesome. There's one we do with he's like the guy above our guy, so we don't train with him. We train with the guy under him. But like one thing where it's like, okay, you get 20 jumps. It's how many times you can jump to here, walk back. So I can do it I can do it 4 times, so 5 jumps each time. Sarah does 6, so she's right behind me. He does in 2, and he's just he's just boop, boop.
And he hits the red turtle shell and knocks the other ones out
It's
after, right? Yeah.
unbelievable.
Okay, cool.
You just don't. That's what they see. Here's what they need in the Olympics. They need me and you to be running in like lane 10
Yeah,
for all the events. Just you see how much like normal Bob is just fucking giving it.
That's a freaking brilliant idea. Because if you've ever done that thing, like I used to do this when I was a kid playing, watching hockey games. Like I would totally not have missed that pass.
Yes.
Or I could totally have. I would not have missed that
every single one of those passes.
I would not have like fallen over that hurdle.
Like just to see how fast
hurdles,
Phelps
right?
is.
Yeah.
Put me in lane 10, just swimming, just trying my little heart out. Just no.
And on lap 2, one of us is just drowning.
And
Michael Phelps is like
that's
saving,
what that lifeguard's
dragging
there for.
us. Dragging us.
We just
and
attach
still
ourselves to
setting
Phelps with like
world
a hook,
record,
and it's like, pull me in.
It's water ski. Yeah,
exactly. That's how fast they're going. I'm pretty sure
he's half dolphin.
I'm pretty sure a small child could get up on water skis with like Phelps pulling him.
Just get a board there.
It's bananas.
So.
Anyways,
totally game related, right?
Yeah, totally there were games.
There were some games there, yeah.
So thanks everybody for tuning into the podcast. Short and sweet, but just saying hello. I'm not going to steal Bill Burr's line. I was about to be like, just checking in on you. That's Bill Burr.
Hello?
That's Bill on Thursdays. Yeah, just making sure you guys are all still alive out there in Gamerland. So
because we're barely alive. Right?
We're barely hanging on. So I'll see you all, I guess, tomorrow, and then we'll see Billy later and get him hyped up for his show.
Do it.
It's gonna be tons of fun.
It's gonna be so good.
Not wait. It's gonna be such a cool thing to see you on such a big scale.
I think I might even like have to do a thing where if I can still wrangle any amount of money out of my bank account, if there's anything left in there. Every time Blair dies, maybe we'll throw $1 into
there you go. That's what we'll do.
My God, he's gonna die like 40 times in the first 3 seconds. It's gonna be so
awesome.
bad.
So yes, thanks
for the kids though. So
it's for the kids. So. Thanks for being alive, everybody. We will see you next week on possibly Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll figure out a day that works
or Tuesday
because I think we have to work about
for the
your
podcast.
dates for the band and everything else, right?
Yeah, we'll work on it. It's no problem. So yes, thanks again for checking us out. See you guys tomorrow.